Hello, good day. Now, when I say the word vaccine, what comes to mind? Well, for most people, they would probably say they have mixed feelings, or they don't know, or they do it because they're supposed to. Well, I'm Matthew Richard, and today I'm going to be talking about an organization called Vaccine for All. Now, you may ask yourself, what is that? Well, it is an organization that is used to promote vaccines and give out the truth about vaccines. Today I'm going to talk about why vaccines does not cause autism, why vaccines are ultimately good, and why we need to achieve herd immunity, which we will explain later. Now, let's talk about why vaccines are good. And vaccines are good for one point is they are the only thing that is 100% accurate to prevent the diseases such as mumps, rubella, pertussis, diphtheria, and the list goes on, such as chickenpox and so forth. The second point is by federal law passed with the Healthcare Act, every insurance company has to cover a vaccine 100%, so it's ultimately no cost to you. The third point is they're actually one of the easiest way to prevent diseases. They literally take this needle, push it in the shoulder, and you're done. The body does the rest of the work. It is one of the only things that is preventative, and they do it to prevent things and not treat it after the fact of happening. Now that we talked about why vaccines are good, I'm going to move on to where this whole idea of vaccines causes autism come from. So this one big report that was published by, his name was Andrew, he was actually a gastroenterologist. So let me start out by saying that. Okay, and then he was in England, and he did, on the report he said the size of this was 8 kids. Okay, a normal study and stuff like that, we normally have about 200 to 500,000. Okay, so 8 kids. Their parents of the 8 kids also all paid him to find out why their kid had autism because of these vaccines. Okay, so if that doesn't scream fraudulent, then I don't know what is. So ultimately he published a report in there, and he actually lost his license due to malpractice because this was falsifying the truth. There's actually been about 3 recent studies of about a size of 500,000 kids, and they all found out that there is no correlation whatsoever from vaccines to autism. So now that we discussed that, okay, so is there any other healthcare problems with vaccines? Well, there's actually a very small individual group of people that cannot get vaccines because they have autoimmune disorders. Basically, their immune system attacks itself or it does not work properly. Therefore, vaccines don't actually work. So if the vaccines don't work, how are they going to prevent diseases? And that's where this term called herd immunity comes in, and it's where ultimately if 97% of the population is vaccinated, there will be about no diseases. Now, if you're at 90%, we have spot pop-ups of diseases such as measles, or lately in the news in Washington was whooping cough, pertussis, popping up. Now I'm going to actually show you a diagram here to actually give you a little better understanding of herd immunity. So you see right here in this thing here, on the right side, right here, this is the infected people. Nobody's vaccinated. Come over here. Ultimately, everybody's has the disease. Okay, so you come down here to a 90%, which is right about here. See how there's just the spot pop-ups of the people who are just infected. This is what we ultimately want to achieve because the diseases can go out from there. Now, I'm going to actually show you this other diagram right here. This is actually from Netherlands, and it's about 2013 where they posted this thing here. Okay, so what you want to take a look at here is the red here are where measles came out. Okay, The dark blue areas are where the vaccine rate is below 80%. Do you see this big correlation under 80%? Big pop-up in measles. Okay, where it is ultimately 97% all out right in here. Look at that, no breakouts. So they actually rely on the population getting vaccines so they don't get sick. And you're actually helping people by getting your vaccine. You're not helping yourself, but as a mother, you're helping your newborn child, or you're helping people with cancer treatment because they most likely have autoimmune disorders that can't get vaccinations. So now that we've discussed all that, I also want to show you this other beautiful poll I just came across today. And I want you guys to look ultimately on this poll right here. And I'll read it to you here. It says, all children, this was a statement, true or false, all children should be vaccinated. Okay? 80% of the population said they agree with that. Okay? 13% say they disagree. And the 13%, I want to ask them, why are they harming not themselves, but the other people who rely on herd immunity so they don't get vaccinations? Why is that? Why are you putting yourself at these easy preventable diseases? Yes, some of them have mild effects, but some of them can have lasting effects and are highly contagious. So why are you doing that? So let me recap everything that we went over here today. So vaccines are good. They're easy. They're no cost to you. Okay? Vaccines do not cause autism. Okay? That sample size was of 8 kids, all paid by their parents. There's no correlation at all. Second of all, it's not only good for you, it's good for other people around you. If everybody got their vaccine, we would not have to worry about pertussis popping up in the news or anything like that. So why is that? So I challenge you guys to the next time you go into the doctor, ask if you're up on your vaccinations. Or if you know you're going to be around newborn children, just get the Tdap. It is easy, 100%, no cost to you. Thank you.